myself, along with Ricky Thacker, one of my teachers, applied and were accepted to the Appalachian Leadership Laboratory. Went in not really knowing exactly what to expect, but I'm very happy that we were chosen, both of us, and I'll speak for myself from here on out, but I have learned so much just in the short time that we've been together, and we have a great group of colleagues together that have worked a lot on thinking about the future and what our region will look like on down the road. Our first speaker, one of the ones that inspired me when we were talking about design, was Tom Murray, who came in, and I would suggest that any of you that have Twitter to follow him. He posts some excellent resources on there, and I'm constantly reading those articles and things that he talks about. Very innovative. But he did a session for us about redesign and talked about how our schools look the same as they did 100 years ago. And as he was talking, I was thinking about my own building, and in my mind I could totally understand. And I knew that when I went into a classroom and I saw a teacher that was struggling, the first thing that I tried to do was try to get them to change the setup of the room to help them access the kids more and things like that. So looking outside of the classroom at our building, I focused in on the media center, which our building is like a center hub and then hallways that branch off of that. The media center is directly in the middle as soon as you come in the door. And it is horrendously outdated and not very functional, and is not well used by the students, the staff, or anyone. So I've honed in on that, and the plan is to put together a team, which we have already started identifying people for our team, and we want community members, parents, teachers, and students on the design team, and we want to look at our media center and try to update it for the 21st century, because as it is right now, it has 12 brown tables with 4 chairs at each table and books around the surrounding outside walls, and we just want it to be a student-friendly place, and we want to open it up to community members so that they could come in and utilize the space also. So what were their ideas and needs if we looked at it from that point of view? And so we have our first meeting scheduled. We haven't held that yet, and have our members identified. Haven't gotten anybody from the community yet, but I'm still looking. But I do have a couple parents who are interested. So that's the point where we're at right now. We will not have any funding for it, as Jennifer said, but we're going to look to hopefully put together a plan to tackle a portion of it at a time as we design. Our thoughts originally, just talking to each person that's going to be on the team, is to start in one corner of it and branch out, and then raise money as we go to try to do what the overall plan ends up being. So the first meeting is going to be orientation, and we're going to look at some varying samples and then decide what's best for our community, our school, and our kids, and then go from there. So that's where we're at to this point. Any of you have any questions?
When you find good deals, because I know you too, will you share your information with us? Because we're doing basically the same thing.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Everything is so expensive when you get on the lines that have,
yes.
One chair is like $600.
Absolutely.
So I figured.
If you'll do the same.
I promise.
Okay, we will share resources, absolutely.
Yes.
Any other questions? Thank you, and I appreciate this opportunity very much. It's been a great experience.